faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression.
Hey guys, we got another tutorial here for you. We're going to be doing the backhand rollover. This is a nice little utility move that can be used to cap off a routine, or can be used in a transfer setting, which is nice. If you're doing a routine that's really transfer heavy, this is a nice little transfer application to throw in there that kind of visually breaks up the pattern and sets itself apart from the other transfers visually, so it adds some variety to your routine. The move is, it's not a difficult move. To start, you're going to be in the open blade position. It doesn't have to be locked, but just open blade position, and you're not going to use a lot of force with this move. I think this move looks better the slower you can go with it. To initiate the move, you're going to take, in this case, your left hand and bring it palm down over the top of the knife as you're moving upwards with your right hand. And I want to make contact with the knife right here, right at kind of the base of my index finger and where my palm starts. Now I want to hit right below the pivots here. I don't want to hit up here on the blade, and I don't want to hit too far down. The reason being for that is if I hit right above the pivots where the blade is, that causes tendency for the knife to fly over your hand, or it will go too fast. And the point of this move is that it's a rollover. It's supposed to stay in contact with the back of your hand the entire time. Now if I make contact too far down, it's not going to have enough momentum, and it'll start to roll, and then it'll lose momentum and come straight back down at me. So right at the pivots, a little bit below, and I'm going to make an upward motion with my right hand, kind of guiding with my index finger. Now I don't want to push it over. I'm going upwards. I don't want to push and roll that way. I'm just going upwards. And that will cause the knife to slowly roll over the back of my hand. And then you grab it just like that. Like I said, it's a straightforward move here. Some tips is you got to experiment a little bit with it as far as timing. Like I said, the slower the roll, the better. If you go too fast, even if it stays in contact with your hand the entire time, when you go for the catch, if you do it too fast, you have a tendency to drop down real quick to make the catch, and I just think it doesn't look as good. Like I said, the move on a whole looks a lot better if it's in a slower, controlled type of movement. So once again, you take your hand over, hit right above the, right below the pivots here, and straight upwards with your right hand. Don't try to push it over, just a little bit of guidance. And that'll cause it to roll nice and slow, and you go into the grab. And with your left hand, you're not going to have it completely straight and stiff like that. You're going to have to kind of, absorb and compensate for the roll to speed it up and slow it down as it's initiating its first roll over your finger. You're going to kind of move up and down. I mean, you're going to have to experiment with it to see which way works best for you. So that's the move. This can also be used as an aerial, and when you're using it for an aerial, you would go with the above the pivots and more of the blade, and kind of hit and kind of a little bit of a faster motion, but still straight up, and it'll fly over the back of your hand, and you want to keep the handles together as it flies over. Then you can grab it in the ice pick position, and I'll show you what that looks like. So overall, I hope you enjoy the move and try it out. Like I said, it's a nice little way to cap off a routine. If you're doing any type of combo and it ends with the blade in an open position, it's a nice little way to just throw it in there at the end of a routine.
And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever